Before we deconstruct the brutal systemic decay of human intellect and the terrifying reality of what artificial intelligence is actually doing to your professional judgment, I have exactly three critical questions for you to answer in the comments below. Number one, are you currently repeating the comforting corporate lie that the AI will replace task but never human judgment? Completely blind to the fact that AI is actively destroying the biological conditions under which your judgment actually matures. Number two, do you understand the lethal mathematical difference between using AI as an analytical tool and allowing AI to become a developmental perturbation that outsources your metacognitive capacity to a machine? Number three, when an algorithm hands you five perfectly structured strategic options in 3 seconds, do you possess the deep literacy to know what was excluded? Or are you just blindly selecting from a menu designed by a neural network? Let me know your answers. For those who are new to the channel, I'm Dr. HR. I approach the global labor and capital market not with emotional comforting advice, but as a cold, structural, algorithmic system. I hold a PhD in human resources, a master's from prestigious Tata Institute of Social Sciences, TISS in Mumbai, and a bachelor's in computer engineering. Operating on the ground here in Dubai since 2010, consulting for tier 1 corporate entities, sovereign wealth funds, and apex tech founders across the Middle East and India, I monitor exactly how global talent acquires maximum leverage and how obsolete comfort destroys executive value. The market does not reward you for pretending you are safe behind a cognitive wall. It rewards absolute, uncompromising structural governance over the machine. There is a sentence that has become a fixture in a boardroom reassurances and business school keynotes across the world. It runs roughly like this: AI will replace task but never judgment. This statement has comforting structure of a line drawn in the sand that keeps the machine on one side and the human leader safely on the other. In 2026, that line is dissolving. The comforting belief that machine handles the grunt work while humans supply the wisdom is collapsing under structural scrutiny. The deeper question is not whether AI can judge. The question is what judgment actually is and whether the biological conditions required for it to exist are surviving the violent speed at which the organizations are now moving. Before I completely dismantle the anatomy of this false comfort, expose the four dimensions of sovereign human judgment, and give you the precise architectural blueprint to prevent cognitive atrophy, hit the subscribe button and press the notification bell. I post daily videos showing you exactly how to navigate the global labor and capital market using cold, hard engineering logic. You do not want to miss these execution protocols. Stop trusting the boundary, start engineering your cognition. Grab a notebook, it is time to audit your judgment. Phase 1: the anatomy of false comfort, the stack versus the ecology. We must first diagnose the exact debilitating psychological trap that has paralyzed the executive class from Silicon Valley to Bangalore. In most organizations, human judgment is treated as an isolated faculty, a mystical substance accumulated through experience and deployed at a pivotal moment. It is the executive gut feeling that overrides the spreadsheet. Because we view judgment this way, we view AI integration as a layered stack. We assume the stack works like this: AI handles the descriptive data at the bottom. The human sits safely at the top, supplying the normative wisdom. We assume we can automate the middle of a stack without damaging the edges. This picture is mathematically and biologically false. Judgment is not a stack. It is a living, co-arising ecology. AI is merely a disruptive technology inserted into an existing cognitive architecture. It is a developmental perturbation. It is a force that completely reorganizes the very ground upon which the human judgment leans to become wise. Think of a senior consultant. In the past, she would begin an engagement with a complex, chaotic brief. She would sit in silence for hours, wrestling with the friction of not knowing the answer until a structured framework emerged in her mind. Today, she feeds the brief into an LLM and AI present 5 structured approaches in 3 seconds. Before the problem has been ever fully encountered, she is infinitely more efficient, her outputs are perfectly clean. But the sovereign architect but the sovereign architect looks at the second order consequences. The capacity that was growing through that initial uncomfortable biological struggle is no longer being built. By substituting the difficult encounters through which the judgment capacity is actually formed, we are not merely changing what people do, we are violently changing what they are becoming. Phase 2, the empirical physics of a cognitive atrophy. To understand the sheer magnitude of this threat, we must look at the cold empirical telemetry of the 2025 and 2026 research cycles. 2025 systematic review of 627 studies in group decisions and negotiations mapped the exact division of cognitive labor in AI human teams. The data is absolute. AI perfectly executes descriptive analytical functions, statistical interference, high speed classification. But the human is required for a normative functions, determining what is actually worth pursuing, calibrating the ethical impact, and deciding if the data pattern should even matter in the real world. But what happens when the human loses the ability to perform those normative functions? Look at a research by Durga Singh and colleagues regarding human AI interaction. Their telemetry proved that outsourcing reasoning to a generative AI systems progressively undermines the metacognitive capacity. Metacognition is the ability to evaluate the quality of your own judgment. When you bypass the friction of building your own mental representation and simply consume the AI's output, you experience a truncated cognitive cycle. You become dependent. You suffer from cognitive atrophy. The professional continues to review AI output, but without the calibrated biological sensitivity that makes the review meaningful. The tool that was supposed to make you a god is quietly turning you into an spectator. This is further proven by a massive field experiment conducted by Harvard Business School research, Conning and Emmerman. They provided GPT-4 assistant to 640 entrepreneurs in Kenya. The result? The AI provided absolutely no statistical significance advantage in business performance if the human lacked the underlying capacity to deploy it critically. A powerful pattern recognition tool generates zero market leverage if the biological operators has lost their sovereign judgment. Phase 3. The 4 dimensions of sovereign judgment. To protect your intellect from algorithmic erosion, you must understand the judgment consists of 4 co-arising dimensions. Disrupt any single dimension and you alter the conditions under which the whole system operates. 1. Attunement. The discipline of noticing. Attunement is an ongoing sensitivity that determines if a pattern actually matters in this specific context. For these specific people, it is the neurological ability to notice what you were not explicitly looking for. That degradation. In organizations where AI pre-filters every dashboard and dataset, your attunement degrades. If the machine only shows you what it calculates is statistically relevant, your biological brain stops scanning the periphery. You become blind to the anomalies. 2. The coherence, the biological compass. Coherence is a felt sense of dissonance between a technically correct AI output and a humanly appropriate reality. It is rooted in your body's signal, not explicit reasoning. The degradation. Coherence requires reflective space. A 2025 study in behavioral and informatic technology proved that when AI accelerates the speed of operations, humans are chronically rushed. Perceived stress impairs cognitive flexibility. By removing the reflective space, AI forces decisions toward immediate, emotionally driven reactions rather than principled judgment. Speed that eliminates space is not efficiency, it is a developmental erosion at pace. 3. Resonance, the inner orientation. Resonance is a spontaneous internal direction that determines what is genuinely worth pursuing. The degradation. AI-driven recommender systems and prompt suggestions do not merely reflect your preferences, they actively construct them. Over time, your spontaneous direction diminishes. The experienced executive who once sensed which strategy pivot was worth the cost of disruption now simply selects from a menu of 5 options the AI has already ranked, completely unable to tell the difference between their own ambition and the machine's suggestion. 4. Deep literacy, the structural defense. Most corporate training today focuses on AI literacy, knowing how to type a prompt, that is useless. You must develop the deep literacy. Deep literacy is the structural capacity to read an AI output and instantly calculate how was this produced, what training data was excluded, where has the framing already narrowed what is thinkable. The defense. A recent PNAS Nexus study by Stevers et al. Demonstrated that effective human AI collaboration depends entirely on a human knowing where to differ to the AI collaboration depends entirely on the human knowing when to differ to the machine. Without deep literacy, you operate at a surface of an output. With deep literacy, you protect the space where genuine discernment survives. Phase 4. The regional execution grid, the India UAE arbitrage. We must strictly apply this structural vulnerability to the macroeconomic realities of our India UAE talent corridor. This is where the battle for the cognitive sovereignty is being waged at maximum velocity. The Indian GCC cognitive de-skilling trap. India is the global epicenter of a global capability center, the GCCs, managing massive outsourced workflow for tier 1 tech giant and banks. For decades, the value was human volume. Today, the GCCs are integrating multi-agent AI swarm to automate those workflows. The danger for the Indian professional is absolute cognitive de-skilling. If you are a mid-level analyst in Hyderabad and your company mandate that every report must be pre-processed by Microsoft Copilot, you're entering the entropy cycle. You will lose your analytical attunement. In 2 years, when the GCC realize that AI can run the process entirely without human oversight, you will be terminated and you will enter the labor market with a degraded intellect. The Indian operator must aggressively protect their deep literacy. You must intentionally design frictions into your day. You must manually audit the AI's logic to maintain your biological sharpness. Treating your mind like an elite athlete treats their muscle. The Dubai D33 leadership mandate. The UAE operates on a timeline of hyper-accelerated capital deployment under D33 agenda. Sovereign wealth funds and entities like G42 are building physical and digital AI infrastructure at scale the world has never seen. The Dubai market punishes theoretical fragility. In 2026 study proved that AI and the human managers perform comparably in structural tasks. Therefore, in the DIFC, Dubai International Finance Center, the leadership value has shifted entirely to what AI cannot replicate. If you're an executive in Dubai, your value is no longer in writing the strategy deck. Your value is in framing the problem and calibrating for ethical and geopolitical context. Can you look at an AI-generated supply chain optimization from Jebel Ali port and instantly sense the geopolitical resonance and the localized human friction it will cause? The UAE demands leader who possesses absolute coherence. If you rely on machines to define the problem, the sovereign capital allocator will replace you with someone who doesn't. Phase 5. Architects of a field condition, the execution protocol. We have diagnosed the false comfort of a boundary, exposed the physics of a cognitive atrophy, mapped the 4 dimensions of judgment, and analyzed the regional execution grid. The final phase is your immediate execution blueprint. The question for the leadership is no longer what is the right decision. The question is what conditions allow the right decisions to emerge and what is the AI doing to the human capacity that generates them. You must deploy the sovereign cognitive protocol. Step 1. Audit the perturbation. You must stop evaluating AI purely on efficiency metrics. When you deploy a new AI tool in your workflow or your department, you must ask the developmental question. What is the perturbation doing to my people? Are you outsourcing a low-value routine task or are you outsourcing the exact high-friction struggle that trains your junior executive how to think? If it is the later, you must block the integration. Step 2. Engineer intentional friction. Do not accept the first 5 options the AI present. You must force the machine to adopt your biological cadence, not the other way around. When faced with a complex structural problem, mandate a zero silicon window. Spend the first 45 minutes wrestling with the blank page using only a pen and your biological attunement. Establish your internal coherence and your spontaneous resonance before you define the parameter. The AI merely fills in the pixels. Step 3. Mandate deep literacy training. Stop sending your staff to prompt engineering seminars. It is a waste of corporate capital. You must train your executive in algorithmic architecture and bias detection. They must understand the mathematical mechanics of vector embedding and attention weights so they can recognize exactly how a model hallucinates a strategy. They must know how sausages is made so they are never poisoned by it. Step 4. Protect the reflective space. Speed without space is developmental erosion. If your organization is operating at 100% capacity with zero downtime, your collective coherence is collapsing. You must architect structural pauses. You must defend the time required for biological human to register the dissonance between a machine's perfectly optimized calculation and a humanly appropriate reality. Phase 6. The sovereign architect of judgment. Look closely at the AI dashboard open on your screen right now. It is not just a tool, it is an environment. And it is actively rewiring the neurological pathways through which you engage with the organizations that treat AI adoption merely as a performance question while completely neglecting the developmental questions are accumulating a massive cognitive deficit. This deficit will eventually surface as structural fragility, systemic incoherence, and a leadership capacity that appears functionally right until the moment it catastrophically fails. The future of leadership does not depend on protecting tasks from the machine. It depends on protecting the biological conditions under which the human judgment can still mature. Stop outsourcing your struggle, reclaim your attunement. Protect your reflective space, become the sovereign architect of your own intellect, and force the global economy to pay you an absolute premium for unautomatable, deep human wisdom that no algorithm can ever synthesize. Process the data, execute the strategy, and I will see you at the top.